Mary is back, and this time around, she decided to reach out to her fans, friends, and family, and of course, enemies also. She wants them to hear what she has to say, and she did this on this podcast that you are about to listen to. Let us hear what she has to say. Our trials, our tribulation, our wins. She's going to tell you everything and some secrets that you have never heard before. But before we proceed further on this one, kindly tap on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, like and share, the usual. And those that have tapped on the thanks button, may God bless you. May God replenish your pockets. May your pockets never run dry. May it never run dry. If you also want to be a part of this, you want to encourage us to do more, you can as well tap on the same button. Let us get to hear from that woman, the enigma called Queen May.
Would like to say that your journey has been a very, very inspiring one. Career-wise, you're doing good. Can you share a moment with us? I mean, where you felt overwhelmed or uncertain?
Uncertain? No, because the word impossible does not exist in my dictionary.
Oh, yeah.
There always
I like
has
that.
to be.
I like that.
There always has to be a way out, only if you think. Overwhelming, yes. As a matter of fact, I'm overwhelmed right now. As you know, I am the brand ambassador for multiple brands, and I also have to do a couple of one-off ads for several other brands amidst running my own business and promoting it. So it could be a handful.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah,
What-
but I can handle more because
Indirectly, Queen May is asking you guys out there, please, if you have brands that you want her to, to represent, she's still ready. She can handle more. I can handle more too. I'm into entertainment, so I can handle more as
you're
well.
selling yourself now.
Well, it's an opportunity to. I mean, this is a glass house.
Yes,
Okay.
I can handle more really because I try to be organized and efficient.
Apart from the fact that you're on this show, I personally see you as a woman of substance and integrity. Yes, and it comes with a lot. So now this is me asking you, how do you manage the pressure to maintain a public persona and at the same time, dealing with personal challenges?
Having a positive mindset is key for me. I embrace authenticity. So no fake life. So I am not compelled to conform to any societal,
Pressure.
pressure. Yes, I really don't have to maintain any kind of flawless lifestyle.
That's deep. So you're not in the school of thought of fake it until you make it.
No.
You're already made, so there's nothing to fake.
There's nothing to say. Absolutely. So then again, I try to maintain consistency, and I know where to draw the line between personal and my personal life and work, and I do not take my personal issues to social media because I have to keep my mental health in check. And lastly, I have I have this big support system. My family and friends, they're always there for me when I need them. And then my online family members.
No. You
They
don't.
are-
You don't need to tell me about your online family members. I mean, they are solid. They are solidly.
They are readily available,
I
when I
envy
need
you.
them. Yes,
I want to be like you when I grow up.
Oh, really? You've grown already. So they're always there. They're like a pillar. They're reliable. They're dependable. They're ready to give it to you, to anyone who chooses to display
In other words, you have the
their
bass boost team.
insensitivity. No, not buzz boost.
Okay, what? Explain.
If you choose to exhibit your insensitivity, when it gets overboard, they'll come for you.
They'll give it to you hot. I want you to tell me a bit about your influencing journey and the brands that you represent.
In fact, let me shock you. It started here.
How do you mean here?
Not in the glass house, but where the glass house is.
Oh, it started from a wise place. Is that what you're saying?
Of course, Missiano's skincare.
That's the first one.
Yes. And that was Ayomide's child dedication.
Dedication, I remember.
Yes, I was here as a guest and I saw Missiano. I approached her and
The conversation kicked off.
yes, my journey as an influencer, it's interesting and inspiring considering the circumstances around me at that time when I started. My job as an influencer doesn't end with just a post on my platforms. I'm overjoyed, I'm satisfied when there is conversion.
When you go in and you go in real deep
Yeah,
to
as a
make
mat-
sure that the brand is well represented out there.
Of course, as a matter of fact, I give them my expertise and wealth of knowledge in business,
What did you study?
computer science and engineering.
Computer science and engineering.
Yes, but I,
mean,
have.
it's quite a distance from what you're doing right now.
I know if you want to go technical and all of that.
The technicalities of marketing, you also understand. I get it. I get it.
I have been involved in business in marketing for a very long time.
Okay.
Yeah, so right from my secondary school days, I've been involved in one business or another. So I bring my expertise, my wealth of knowledge into their businesses. I help them in their day-to-day running of the business. We come up with marketing strategies and all of that. That's when I get satisfaction. It's not about,
Well, that's what it
I've
takes.
made your post.
That's what it takes. You give it your all in all to make it a successful one.
Hold on.
Okay.
I haven't listed my brands.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so there's Missiano Skincare.
Misciano Skincare. All right.
There's Hourglass Fashion World, Almost World of Glamour. There's Annie's Enhanced Beauty Products. There's L'Oreal Dera Perfumes. There's Fire Jean, Xander's Kiddie Things, Gucci Makes, and yeah.
Wow, that's quite a number. I can see you
And
struggling.
more. Yes, I
You're
can't
just
even remember
struggling
all
like
of
you
them.
can't even remember.
Let me apologize in advance.
Oh my goodness.
I don't want to be crucified.
When you're big, I beg. Okay. Now, with your recent involvement in movies, can we now call you an actor?
I got this call some time ago from Amani Oboli's production for Wives on Strike, the uprising. Yes, so I was to promote the movie. So we got on the set to shoot the promotional ad, and well,
And suddenly.
everything was fantastic. The set, I was wowed. Like, it was a big production, the crowd, the equipment and everything. So we did the ad. I had to beat a drum. I think you saw it.
Yeah, I
and
saw it.
Yes, it was something different. It took me out of, let me say, like my comfort zone. It
Mm-hmm.
was something different. I had never done.
Something out of the box.
Yes, exactly. So I had to drum. That was my first time really drumming, and I didn't have to practice it. They just said drum anything. I started, and the beat, the rhythm, everything the flow
It
was
flowed
good. Yes.
naturally.
So the transition from the Hausa, Yoruba to Hausa to Igbo, everything was just flowing.
Yeah, I saw it. I mean, that was a major trend at the time.
Yes, and everybody was there. There was this huge crowd. They were cheering, they were applauding, and so it came out really nice. And then before I accepted the collaboration, because it was Omani that posted it, and she collaborated me. Before I got online to accept it, it was everywhere. The first few minutes, I don't know, immediately it hit 1 million views on Reels and all of that. It was everywhere. So people were talking about it. It was so good. It was this, it was that. They were like, they need to see me in the movie, that my delivery was on point. I saw.
Oh, wait a minute. At that point in time, you were not
I
even
was
in the
not
film.
in the film. I was not in the movie. I was only there to promote the movie as an influencer.
Oh my goodness. And that automatically got you a role, I guess.
Yes, the interesting thing is that movie already had a date in the cinemas. It was a concluded job. It was done. Omani came to me. I got a call. May, where are you? She had to come into Nigeria. She came in from Canada. May, Where are you? I only have a few days here in Nigeria. Nobody knows I'm coming. I need to see you. Tell me where you are. I will find you.
Oh,
I'm telling you. And then I was on set. I was shooting an ad, and we finished quite late. And she got to me. We met at a fast food restaurant, and she was just on and on and on and on. She said, I don't know how you're going to do it. You cannot tell me no. I said, oh, money, for the past 2 years, I've gotten scripts, I've gotten movie roles, and people are willing to pay mouth-watering.
premium.
You know, producers have been calling, directors have been calling, some people, familiar faces, so they have called, and I have rejected everything. I said, I don't want to be an actor or an actress. You know, I know that I'm this kind of jack of all trade, master of all kind of person.
Okay.
Yes, there's a whole lot of things that I can do only if I set my mind to it.
You fit it.
Please. Positive.
Yourself in the social media space or the public space, so to speak, you can just wake up one day to any form of attack. I don't know if you've experienced it. I have multiple times. You just wake up to, any form of, sometimes you don't even know where it's coming from. And many a times you don't even see it coming. Now, this is me asking, have you faced any form of criticism, and how did you handle it?
You cannot be on the social media space and don't expect things like this. Everybody would never support what you do. Everybody would never like you.
It can never be 100.
Yes, so constructive criticism is fine, it's okay, it's welcome, but not when you're always negative or try to portray the negative aspect of something or someone. Even if there is none, you find a way to bring out negativity. So for me, I do not pay attention to those. I focus on the positive side, especially when I know that I am not guilty of whatever it is. I do not have the time. I'm too busy to pay attention to those things. And then also, I understand that many people are there just to draw traction, to have engaging posts on their pages, on their platforms, and all of that. So why will I worry myself?
See, now and trendy in that industry, in that space that you find yourself.
Pressured, If people appreciate the work that you do, you will remain relevant. So why do you need to put yourself under unnecessary pressure because you want to stay trendy? And when you're pressured like that, you'll tend towards negativity. That's when you want to poke nose into things that do not concern you, or come up with some negative content that's
just to stay relevant.
Yes. And again, people need to understand that there's life outside of social media.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So if there were no social media today, wouldn't you survive?
I get it. So you're not pressured in any way.
No pressure.
You just do you.
No pressure. I just do me.
Tell us about one misconception about you that you wish people understood better.
Some men, they see me like I'm misleading their wives.
Oh my goodness.
You know why? Because I love family. I love marriage. I know in today's world, there's this conception about marriage that is totally different. But ideally, marriage is the basis for family. Without family, there will be no you or me. That's how it used to be. So I'm not in any way advocating divorce or separation. Not at all. So in other words, let me categorically state it here that I am not an advocate of divorce.
I get it now. So that's one misconception that needs to be terminated. People need to just put all of that behind them, and you don't maintain that school of thought. But I can relate in a way. Maybe you're doing pretty well with yourself, and in a way others are seeing it, that maybe their wives are seeing you, and they are beginning to think maybe it's better to go out there and enjoy life. But I like the
I
fact
don't
that you
know.
are saying to us that you enjoy the institution of marriage.
Of
Yeah,
course.
I do too. But sometimes life happens. Please tell us about your foundation.
My foundation is basically more of serving or extending help to the most vulnerable groups in the society. Um, we just try to help them meet their basic needs and to be sure their human rights to are met. So Mace Oasis Foundation is one that is focused on empowering women by strengthening their socio-economic status and providing the encouragement that they need so they can live a sustainable life and make their own choices. And the less privileged children are they're not left aside. Our interest in them is basically to educate them. Yeah.
Interesting. So, in the course of doing this work, have you experienced anything that you would like to share with us? Positive, negative, anything at all?
Yeah, of course. You don't know how much hardship it is out there. If you don't do some of these things, if you sit within the comfort of your zone, do your daily routine, you will just know somewhere that yeah, some people are poor, some people are rich, but you don't know the
The
depth of
depth, the
it.
magnitude.
I'm telling you, we go and we have this annual one of the projects of the foundation, which is the project Feed and Empower Her. Yeah, a lot of positivity out there, so people are very much appreciative when we do this outreach. We distribute most of the time foodstuff, rice, oil, and other things. These women come out as early as 7. Even when you tell them the program is going to start by 12 or by
Oh my
2,
goodness.
they are lined up. They've taken numbers already. They are orderly. Do you understand? And if that program has to run throughout the day, they are there. And then when they are leaving, if you see the kind of prayers they shower on you, they are they're just thankful and all, because we also do we try to impact some knowledge, like workshop training, how to make certain things, and then we empower them. We don't just stop at giving food or telling them how to do things. We actually select some women, we empower them financially to the capacity of the foundation.
Welcome back. That was Mary Aligwe. Soon, maybe, probably, she will be dropping Edochie as part of her name. Now, she has said a lot of thoughtful words. She has dropped some nuggets here and there, and also talked about her life. And one very important that she made clear: I am not an advocate, or neither am I pushing for any form of movement that has to do with divorce. Some women might not understand what she stands for or the story surrounding all that happened. It is not something that she asked for. It is not something that she wished for. It happened and she needed to mount up the ladder and do a thing. She said she will not allow self-pity, wallowing in tears, to take over her life. She said, no, I will not accept that, regardless of how painful it is. A lot of people do not know how strong people can be. They see that soft side of them or that conservative part of them, and they believe this is who this person is. They will break, they will crash, they will fall down and cry whenever challenges come up. And also, human beings do not even know the strength that they have inside of them. They do not even know of that innate strength that they have inside of them. They you know think that they are weak, not until something comes up, something happens, then they press and push. At that moment, that period, they discover how strong they are. and how powerful they can be. So, ladies and gentlemen, women out there who might have misinterpreted the action of Mary, thinking that she is advocating for divorce, women on strike, the movie she is part of. Some people might begin to be rude to their husband. They will reject any form of advice, any suggestion from anyone. All that they see is what is on social media. All that they embrace is what they find on social media. And they believe, oh, Mary, no grief for anybody. They do not in any way want to accept when they are wrong. They do not want to amend. They have destroyed their homes. Looking at the wrong narrative surrounding the divorce of Mary and what she stands for, to them, as a single mother or as a divorcee, as a separated mother, I can do all things. Meaning, we want to get into this so that we can manifest our God-given gift or whatever. Some people might be thinking in that direction. It might work for some people, but not for everybody. There are prices to pay. There are dues. You heard what she said about our charity, how she came up with it, and how she has touched several lives. And I've said it times without number that these are part of what has paid back. The universe. These are part of what she has paid into the universe, and the universe is paying it back to her. So it means that you have to find your own. Not all calling belongs or is associated or will work for everybody. That's what I mean. Not all calling is applicable to everyone. She has talked at length, and she's clear. And she also talked about how she got into the marketing. She said, I have had experiences as a trader. She had learned this from her parents. And of course, prior to schooling, most people go for this traditional training where you go as a sales girl. So she learned one or two things, how to market and how to put your product. And of course, with education and her intelligence, she said she studied computer science and engineering. And it comes with a lot of sacrifice too. You have to know what you're doing. That's why Edochie's father referred to her as a computer whiz. I think you guys now understand where this is coming from. I'm kind of thinking these are some of the things that Edochie saw, and he wasn't comfortable with it. There are men who have this low self-esteem. He is married to a woman who studied computer science and engineering, and he probably looked at himself and felt, I have not arrived yet. Or maybe it's just a mistake that he made that was supposed to be made so as to bring out the shining light in Mary. We all have to fulfill destiny one way or the other. That's the truth of it. Is either you fulfill it early or you fulfill it late. That's it. So she somehow through some difficult times, somehow she was able to mount up and get where she got. Like I said, too much sacrifice. The losing of her son, that is too much sacrifice they need. About Edochie living and refocusing on her life, that would have been a bit easier on her. It would have been easier on her, very much easier on her, if not that she lost her son. For me, I think it would have been nothing. I do not see her as someone who is weak, although when she is asked about certain parts of her life, she has a little bit of tremor in her voice. Why? Because of her son. Her son. Yes, she might feel pained, not bitter. And I'm even I think I'm free to use the word bitter. She might feel bitter about how Yul Edochie went about it. Like, oh, look at this man. I wasn't expecting him to do this. I knew that there were certain things that happen in that industry. I will be a fool to think that Yul Edochie is a saint. But I thought that to at least if Yul Edochie is to go into some atrocity, I was not expecting him to do it in this way. I wasn't expecting him to go this route, something like that. I'm kind of thinking she probably will be thinking that, like, wait, hold on a second. I know human beings can be whatever in whatever, but not this way. I wasn't expecting him to behave in this terrible, evil, wicked way without even thinking back. He just went ahead, did what he did. He did not. He did not even look at the times that we shared. He was only particular about himself. He was only interested in what he stands to gain. And what is this? His own image and reputation. And also this stupid competition of who will break out the news first. Is it me or blogs? That's self-centeredness. That's all that matter to Yul Edochie. These are some of the things that definitely brought tears to our eyes. Like I said, you feel that tremor. There is a little bit of shake when she reflects, like look back. She sees the image, the picture of her late son who passed away in a mysterious way. In this, and I'm glad that the host did not begin to press buttons, like go deep into certain stories that are not supposed to be told again. It is not something new. After all, the host and Mary, they have become friends, family friends. They've become friends, and there are certain things that should not be talked about anymore. I don't know what you think about this conversation that Mary just had, the conversation and all that she put out there. Don't you think that Yul Edochie really lost what he might not be getting anymore? I'm using the word might or may because we are human beings, and who knows? Maybe Yul Edochie was designed to do what he did for Mary to achieve and fulfill destiny, whilst Yul Edochie will be made to suffer the sins of whatever his own action in life. And then after a while, maybe God in his infinite mercy, because we are not God. We don't know what I don't know. We So you know what I mean? Maybe then he will retrace his step after he has been dealt with, and he will do what he's supposed to do in the right way. What are your thoughts about this one? That has been a very deep one, lengthy discussion, conversation, deep expression. She went across, the steps without divulging too much and without saying words that will sound like I am throwing shade at one Juju Ekwensu. She said, I don't have time. There is too much out there to do. There is too much out there to fulfill. I don't have time for negativity. I don't have time for foolish things. I don't have time for crazy things. No, 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 no. I am into serious things. Also, aside that she might have that fun part of herself where she does a joke and all of that, watch some of the response to the jabs that the comedian threw at her. You fit thief. She said, no, 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 positivity. Of course, that would be the response. But I want you to see response and mannerism. That is the same way she goes with Yul Edochie. That's the same way she moves with Yul Edochie. And Yul Edochie does not like this. Yul Edochie likes someone, who is someone without principle. Someone who is just anyhow. That's the kind of person Yul Edochie likes.